Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hi, welcome to Amazon Moneymaker. In this series, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to pick a product on Amazon, all the way to doing your keyword research, creating your website, and marketing your product from Amazon and making lots of money. So why would you want to use Amazon to do your product research? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why, and the main reasons and the basis for this is that you can go on Amazon and find out exactly, what something costs, how much it's rated. You can look at the reviews. All these things are important to customers when they buy. They look at the ratings, they look at the reviews. So if you have something that's rated well and reviewed well and runs at a good enough price that you're going to make money, then you pretty much have a guarantee that if you can get the right eyes in front of this, that you're going to make money with it. So what are those filters? What are the requirements? We like to make sure that when we're promoting a product from Amazon, that it's got at least a 3.5 star rating or above. And that's simply for conversions. If it's got a 3.5 star rating or above, that means it's a quality product. That means somebody's bought it, they've rated it, and now other people are going to see that and buy it. We also want to have at least 10 reviews. And we want those reviews to be positive. People are going to come in, they're going to read these reviews. If there's no reviews, people are likely to not buy. If there are reviews, that means people have bought. They've rated it, they've reviewed it, and then other people are going to see that, they're going to read those reviews, and then they're likely to buy. Okay? People use websites like this to decide what they should buy based on the consumer experience. And the last criteria is that Amazon essentially pays out a 4% commission for any newbie. Okay, so when you first create your account, Amazon's going to pay you a 4% commission. Okay, so what's going to happen is as you go, that commission is going to rise. As you start to sell more products, your commission structure and your scale will rise. Okay, so after you sell 6 products, Amazon's going to go from a 4% to a 6% commission. Okay, and then they're going to incrementally go up a 0.5% as you continue to sell more products. So the sky's the limit here, but when you first start out, it's going to be 4%. So that's who I'm going to speak to in this video and in this training. That way everybody's on the same page. Now, if you've already been selling on Amazon, you've made more money, and you've sold more products, then obviously you're making more than 4%. So everything you use in here is just going to make you even more money. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're at 4% or if you're at 8%. This is going to work. So the criteria we're going to use for this is that the product be at least $250. Okay, if the product's $250, then that guarantees that you'll make a minimum of $10 per product and per sale. So that may sound a little difficult and daunting, but if you think about it, these products, we've already got our filters in. Okay, people are already buying them. We know that. That typically means people are going to continue to buy it. They're rated well. They're a good price. You're going to make money. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. So once again, 3.5 star rating, at least 10 reviews, and $250 or more. Okay, so what you want to do is here on Amazon.com, you're going to come to the full store directory. Here you can choose from a multitude of different categories. Okay, so notice I said the minimum is $250 is what you want the price to be. Now you can find products on here that are thousands of dollars. You can find in appliances, you can find refrigerators. Okay, now I like to stay away from that type of stuff because why does somebody want to buy an appliance online when they could just go down to the local hardware store or local hardware supermarket basically and pick out what they want, have somebody bring it, deliver it, set it up and everything. So I like to stay kind of in the range of over $250, but something that people are actually going to most likely buy online. So let's say that we wanted to find something online. Let's say we wanted to go to camera, photo, and video. Let's try that in electronics and computers. And let's do point and shoots. Awesome. Okay, so a couple criteria we need to filter by. Let's scroll down here to price and do $250 and click go. Okay, so that's going to give us $250 minimum price. And then we can come down here and let's scroll down and select the star rating of 3 stars and up. It only goes 3 and 4. We want 3.5. So 3 stars and up. Okay, so from here we can see a bunch of different products. We can see the rating here. We can also see the price. And then we can also look down here in parentheses and see the actual customer reviews. Okay, so we've got 146, 232, 79. Okay, so let's take this one right here. It's 146 reviews. It's got a 3.6 out of 5 stars, so that meets our criteria. And it's $363.99. So let's click on this guy. This pulls up the product page. So what we're going to do is pull over our notepad. We'll actually just start taking this information down and adding it to our notepad. So let's double click. Let's scroll over. God, dang it. Alright. Let's copy this. Paste that. Paste the name. Then we'll copy the URL. Paste the URL. See here, $363.99. That's the price. And then the rating, I believe it was 3.6 out of 5. And then the reviews. We saw that it had 146 customer reviews. Awesome. Okay, so now we've got the title of our product, or the name of our product. We've got the URL that we can easily go back and reference. We have the price, the rating, and the number of reviews. Okay, so the action step is going to be to find 10 products total, so 9 more than this. You're going to get all this information, bring it over to Notepad, and then the next video I'm going to take you to the next step. So remember the criteria: 3.5 stars or more, $250 or more, and at least 10 reviews, and you'll be good to go. Okay, so find 10 more of these, or 10 total, and then I'll see you in the next video. Okay, so welcome back. In this video we're going to talk about doing the correct keyword research to target the right keywords to basically put yourself right in front of the traffic when they're searching for the product online, to guarantee that you're going to essentially make sales and be there right in front of the traffic. So there's a couple of things we want to consider here when we're thinking about what keywords we want to target. And what I'm going to submit to you is that you can spend a lot of time targeting the wrong keywords and not making a lot of sales. So if you want to get the traffic, then targeting the right keywords is pertinent. Most people do this part wrong, and I'm going to show you a couple cool tips and tricks you can use to make sure that you do this right. We're going to keep it simple, but when you're targeting keywords, you want to go after your buyer keywords. Okay, so you want to go after a keyword that somebody who is looking to buy would type into Google. So what's a buyer keyword? Well, right here we see we have a digital camera on Amazon. So for somebody typing in digital camera into the Google search bar, would that be considered a buying keyword? Well, obviously the answer is no, because if somebody's just typing in digital camera, then there could be a lot of different things that they're looking to do. They may be looking just for information. They may be in the research phase. So we want people that are in the buying phase. I mean, they've essentially got their credit card out. They're ready to buy. They already know what they want. Okay? So how about buy digital camera? It's a little better. They're buying a digital camera. Okay. That's better. However, but even though they're looking to buy, they're not necessarily looking to buy our digital camera. So they're still maybe in the later stages of the research phase. They're still not sure what digital camera they want. Okay. So the next logical step would be to try to pick a keyword that uses our exact model number. So on your Amazon page, when you find your product, you're going to come down here, scroll down to product details, and here you can see the item model number. It's PowerShot S100 and parentheses BK, which stands for black. Now if somebody were to type this keyword, this whole model number, into Google, you can bet that they're looking for this particular product and most likely to buy. And you could even throw the word buy in front of it, but this is already pretty specific. Okay? So if we come here to Google and just type this in, on a broad scope, we see that this search gets about 600. It's got about 607,000 results. Okay, so this is, not necessarily an exact search for this keyword. So I'm going to show you how to differentiate that. But basically, what you'd want to do is put quotations around this. Now search. Okay, so this one has 70,200 results. So this is our first criteria. When we search an exact search, we want to make sure that it has 80,000 or less results. Okay, so that's going to essentially minimize our competition. So it's going to let us know, by putting this in quotations, exactly how many search results there are. Okay, so that's good. Alright, so we know that it meets this criteria by using this specific model number. So the next thing we want to do is go to the Google Keyword Tool and do some additional keyword research. So here we are at the Google Keyword Tool. The Google Keyword Tool is essentially for people that are advertising on Google. It shows you how much competition there is for a certain search term. It also shows you how many search results there are. But we're going to use it for organic traffic and search engine optimization purposes. Basically what you'll do is you'll just come in and type in the keyword right here into the Google Keyword Tool and click search. Okay, so the first thing we see here is that this only has 46 search results. Okay, so that's not exactly what we're looking for, but if we come over here to exact and click that instead of broad, we're going to get a different result. So now we see here that we have 22 results for this keyword. These are global monthly searches. This is around the world. And that's just not great. Okay, that's not what we want. Okay, so we met the criteria for competition. Okay, so there's a lot of people competing over this from what we found. A lot of sites that have this keyword, but not that many people searching for it. So what we want to do is we want to come down here and we want to sort these by the highest and just start looking for something else that may be better. So here we see the Canon PowerShot S100. Okay, that gets 8,100 search results. Okay, that's a lot better than what we got up here for the PowerShot S100. Okay, so that's taking out the parentheses and adding the actual product name. So what we could do is copy this go back to Google and give this a check. Okay, so this gets a lot more searches, but it gets about 6,630,000 results, which is a little bit higher than our $80,000 search result mark. So what we're going to need to do is go back here and just keep searching for another buyer related keyword that we can use. Now, this may seem a little tedious, but this is something that once you get it right, you're going to be money. Okay, so you want to make sure you get this part right, and then you're good to go. So here we see this Canon S100. This gets 880 results locally, okay, or in the United States, which is what we have checked. 1,600 globally, and let's see what this gets in Google. Okay, cool. So this Canon S100, this gets about 32,800 results. Okay, so this may be good for us. Something like this. It's not quite as specific, okay, but it is still lending itself to be more of a buyer keyword than if somebody just typed in, you know, Canon digital camera or just digital camera by itself. Okay, so the next thing you want to do once you have this keyword that you think you want to target is come here to Google and just copy and paste that keyword into Google. You can do the broad, you don't have to put the parentheses, or sorry, you don't have to put the quotes. Then just scroll down to the bottom of the page and you're going to get a couple suggestions here. Okay, so out of these suggestions you're going to pick 2 of these and we're going to take this to the next step. But what you'll want to do with these keywords is run them through the Google keyword tool again, do the same process, but this time they don't have to have 750 results. They can have 500 or less. It doesn't have to be as much. Okay, so we've got the keyword we want to target. Okay, we've found a keyword that has 80,000 or less searches in quotes, or 80,000 or less results in quotes, and then more than 750 exact search volume matches. Okay, now we've selected our a couple LSI keywords as well, so go through that whole process again through the Google keyword tool. Like I said, this may seem like a little bit of work, but once you get this down, you'll be money and you'll be ready to go to the next step confidently knowing that you're going to make some money. So I'll see you in the next videos where we're going to get your site set up and get you ready to rock and roll. So thanks for watching this video. The first thing you'll need to do is get your own domain. The second thing you'll need to do is get hosting for that domain. So if you think about it, your domain is really just the address to your business. Okay, if you have your own product or if you're just forwarding your domain to an affiliate offer, it's still like your address on the internet for your business. The hosting is more or less your house for your business. So everything that you do on your website will be on your hosting account. All of your documents, your videos, everything you have will be hosted on your hosting account. So you need both. They work together. And they're very affordable. Okay, a lot of people think that this kind of stuff is really expensive and they shy away from it. But really, first thing is it's really just an investment in your business. You know, getting a return from your business is all about investing and taking the time to make the right choices and take the right steps. And getting your own domain and getting your own hosting is definitely the right step. So the first thing you want to do is find your domain. So here at Namecheap.com, it's one of the most affordable places to find a domain. And basically what you do is you come down here and you start searching for a domain that you might want. So let's try one, the obvious one for making money online niche. How about internetmarketing.com? Nope, not even nothing. No info, no IN, no org, nothing's available. Okay, we figured that. Let's try a little longer one and see how we can see what's available. MakeMoneyOnline.com. Probably the same. Yep, all taken. So you might have to try this out a few times. Try your hand. How about weight loss secrets? Okay, so there's a weightlossecrets.me available. All the others are taken. I recommend that you get the .com. The .com is the best. There just seems to be some sort of credibility with that, especially if you're going to have your own product. So how about secrets to losing fat fast? That's a long one, probably a little too long, but typically with the longer tail keywords here we can get a more of a probability of success. Alright, here we go. Secrets to losing fat fast.com is $10.69 a year. Okay, so as you can see, that's nothing really. So basically what you'll do once you decide on your niche and decide what area you're trying to work in here, you'll get your domain, okay, and then you're going to point your domain to your hosting account. So the first thing we need to do is sign up for a hosting account. Before we do that, the process here at Namecheap is just to go here to sign up. Once you sign up, actually I think once you go to buy this, it'll give you a chance to sign up. Yeah, add to cart. There you go. And you'll do once you hit checkout, you'll sign up, you'll give them some information, and they'll go ahead and add your domain to your account, and then you'll have free WhoisGuard for 1 year, which is great. WhoisGuard keeps people from being able to find you on the internet. It hides all your information. So if you don't want to have all your address and your name and all that just public info. So WhoisGuard's great for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Hostzilla. And here we see that Hostzilla has first class Hostzilla traffic from $5.95, cPanel, unlimited email accounts, domain hosting, and I'll show you how to set all that up. Basically what you want to do is sign up now. Okay, and then here you see you can choose your plan. All of the plans have unlimited storage space, unlimited bandwidth. You get a free domain, setup's free, all this stuff's cool. Okay, so right here we see this one's $5.95 a month. So let's click on order now. And then here we have two options. We can enter a new domain name, which we'll buy depending on what plan we choose with Hostzilla. But I like going to Namecheap first, mainly because I like separating the accounts, but really because it's cheaper to go to Namecheap than it is to buy a domain here. Okay, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So what we want to do is just say I'll update my DNS settings. So here we would say this is one of my domains, breakfreefromfat.com. So we'd hit continue. Alright, and then in here you would enter your billing information. Okay, so down here it automatically defaults you to the 36-month price, which would come out to $5.95 per month with the free domain, but you probably aren't going to want to start with that. So what you can do is go to the 1 month price, which is $12.95 plus a $9.95 setup fee. And you can remove all this because we already got the free domain privacy with Namecheap. Automated daily backup, if you want that you can have it, you don't have to. You don't need all this stuff. You can always update it later if you want to. So we've got our domain that was $10 on Namecheap. Okay, it would have been like 12 or 13 bucks here. And then so we see for $12.95 a month plus a $9.95 setup fee, for $22.90 we've got our hosting account, and then it would just be $12.95 per month. Now obviously if you're willing to pay a little bit more up front, if you're willing to pay $11.95 per month for 6 months, then you wouldn't have the setup fee, and it would just be 71 bucks. So it really just comes down to what you want to do. And then you can do the 12-month price, which is $10.95 a month, which would give you the free domain. But like I said, we already set up our domain in Namecheap, so we don't even need to do that. So maybe just first starting out, you go with this one just to get your feet wet and see what's up. Okay, and then you just enter your credit card information and click continue. And what they're going to do is they're going to send you information to your email. It's going to give you your login, it's going to give you your password, and it's going to give you your hosting name servers, which you're going to need to go into your Namecheap account and update, because that's what you said you would do when you signed up. So basically what that's going to do is it's going to point your domain to your hosting account, where then from your hosting account you can pull it up and start accessing it. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to Namecheap.com, and I'm going to sign into my account. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. Okay, so here at Namecheap.com, I'm in my account now. I'm going to go to Domains. I'm going to go to Manage Domains, and I'm going to pull up one of my domains. So this is one of my accounts. I've got this Break Free from Fat. And by the way, if you see this little guy right here, that means your WhoisGuard is protected. So here's one of my domains. It's Fast Traffic Fortune. So I'll click on that. And then I'm going to click here on Transfer DNS to Web Host. So you'll see here there's 2 with stars next to them. That's where you're going to need to put your hosting information. I'm going to put a link under this video to show you exactly how to do that. But really what you have to do is take these 2. It's ns1.hostzilla.com and ns2.hostzilla.com, and you just copy and paste. Copy and paste. Cool. And then you'll save changes. Fantastic. And that's all you have to do with your Namecheap account. Okay, so all you really have to do is go in and point your Namecheap account to your hosting, and you can do everything else from your hosting account. So when you log into your hosting account, you're basically going to log in at a cPanel. So when you get your email, once you sign up, they're going to send you a link to the cPanel. But the cPanel is always going to be cpanel.yourdomain.com or whatever it is. So when I first set up my hosting account, I set it up with a website called lavishlovelife.com. Okay, so my main account in my hosting is lavishlovelife.com. So what I would do is just go to cpanel.lavishlovelife.com, and then I'll go ahead and log in. Okay, now I'm inside my cPanel. Okay, so when I originally logged into my cPanel, everything was already set up for me. Okay, I already had a username, I already had everything already set up. So what you can do once you're inside your hosting account is, one cool thing you can do is you can change your email. So you can click here at email accounts, and you can actually create your own email. Okay, so you could create your own email, which would be your name at yourwebsite.com. So that gives you a nice professional email, and then you could actually come in here and forward that email to your main email account, maybe your Gmail account or whatever. That means every time you get an email to your hosted email account, then you'll get that email sent to you. So it's pretty cool. So you can always go to Hostzilla, Google Hostzilla, email transfers for more information on that. They've got some great video tutorials here as well. So all this should be set up for you. Okay, so I just wanted to give you a look at your cPanel. Yours will be a little bit different than mine because I kind of customized it. But since I added on a new domain, and you get up to 5 domains, basically the way this would work is I would come here to add on domains, and I would just type in the new domain name, which would be fasttrafficfortune.com. It automatically fills that in. I create my own password here, and then add domain. So this isn't something you'll have to do on the first domain you sign up with Hostzilla, but if you want to add on any more, then you can always do that. Okay, and it says the add-on domain fasttrafficfortune.com has been created. So now I can go back, and I've got a new domain in my hosting account. Fantastic. Okay, so there's a couple ways to add files to your website. You go here to File Manager, you choose the site you want to play with. So Fast Traffic Fortune would be the site. And here I can add all my files through here. Okay, I need to be logged into my hosting to be able to do this. So I can kind of create a page from here, but you don't have to do it this way. One way I like to do it, I'll be showing you this example inside all of the software trainings, is you basically click the link that says set up your FTP, and you'll come here and you'll download and install FileZilla. Okay, so FileZilla is essentially going to allow you to log in remotely to your hosting account and just transfer files back and forth from your computer. So I'll show you how that works. So basically, once you download FileZilla, and there's all the instructions for here on how to do this, but you'll essentially be able to just go in, you'll type in the username you received, you'll type in your website, you'll type in your username you receive, and then you'll type in your password that you created. And then you'll hit Quick Connect, and that's going to pull up your whole site right here. Okay? It's also going to pull up your computer. I wanted to shoot this video so you get an idea of what I'm talking about when I'm dragging all these files back and forth to my server. You may already be familiar with this. If you're a beginner, you may not be. So this is the initial thing you need to do, is you need to go ahead and set up that, get your domain, set up your hosting. But then once you have everything set up, you'll never have to really you won't really have to log back into your hosting and Namecheap accounts unless you want to buy more domains, update your DNS, and then log into your hosting account and pull up those domains, create emails, things like that. But for your daily website building, you won't need to do anything but pull up your FileZilla and just go back and forth. And FileZilla is free. The action steps are going to be to go ahead and get your domain, set up your hosting, and then download the FileZilla file transfer protocol, and then enter your username and password and domain name in there. Make sure all that works, and then you'll be ready to rock and roll and start using these software to their fullest potential. So thanks again for watching this video, and we'll see you in the training. Alright, welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about how to add WordPress to your website and actually create a customizable website where you can sell your Amazon products on. Cool thing about this is once we add WordPress to our site, we don't have to know any HTML, we don't have to know any coding, we don't have to be an internet guru, because WordPress is essentially a plugin you add to your site that turns your site into a blog or a sales letter or a members area where you can pretty much import all kinds of different things that are already customized you don't even have to know how to make. So it's really tight. WordPress is awesome. We use WordPress in many aspects of our business. But from your cPanel, all you have to do is come down here and click on Fantastico Deluxe. Another cool thing about this hosting cPanel is typically when you install WordPress to a site, you've got to download WordPress, you've got to unzip it, upload it. It's kind of a hassle. You've got to create a directory, but this is all creating everything for you. Okay, it's creating your directory, it's creating the WordPress area you're going to put this in. It's all done automatically. Fantastico Deluxe is awesome, and it comes with your hosting package, so it's really cool. So basically what you're going to do is click down here on WordPress, and you're going to go to New Installation. Alright, I got a couple sites here, so we want to add this to, let's add it just to the fasttrafficfortune.com site I got. Alright, and then you're going to have your admin access data. So this is just going to be what you're going to use to log in. So I just usually stick it with admin, then whatever password, doesn't matter. Something you'll remember. And then you'll have your admin nickname. You can go by whatever you want. And then you just type in the email that's your admin email. So basically, your admin email is going to be the email connected to this site. So if somebody sends a comment or has a question, you'll get an email to this email address. So just put in whatever you want, and then click on Install WordPress. Here it says the SQL database under Lavish Low is going to be created. So they're basically creating automatically a database inside my hosting account that normally you'd have to do manually. So it's all done for you. Very cool. And then just click on Finish Installation. Alright, so here we are at fasttrafficfortune.com. Alright, this is our customizable WordPress template. This is just the standard one it comes with. So you can see, like, it's not just a blank page anymore. I've actually got a site with a sidebar. I've got posts I can put in. The first thing we're going to do is log into our site and actually enter it through the admin. So you just do a / at your site and then WP-admin. And that takes you to the WordPress admin screen, and you basically just type in your username and password that you created. Click Remember Me, it'll always remember you, unless you clear your cache or cookies. And now we're here in the admin dashboard. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is go to Posts, and just delete this first post here. You don't need that. Then go to Pages. There's a sample page there you don't need. You can actually, if you want to keep this, you can, but for now, we'll just trash this too. If you ever want to look back at your site, just click here. Takes you right back. Okay, so we got the theme. Nothing found because we just deleted the post. So this theme's like okay, but there's definitely better themes out there. And the way you find themes in WordPress is you come back to your admin, you go to Appearance, and click on Themes. And you can go install themes, and there are tons of different things to choose from. You can pick 2 columns, the color. You can go find themes, and it shows you all kinds of cool themes you can choose from. There's lots of options, but we're not going to use these. What I'm going to show you how to use is a free theme. These are all free too, but there's a free theme that's actually optimized for SEO. So it's optimized to help you rank in the search engines for your keyword, so you can get tons of traffic in front of your products and make a lot of money. So all you need to do is go to this website. It's called matsmarketingblog.com/WordPress/affiliate-WordPress-theme. So here we can download this theme for free. Works really well for what we're going to try to do. Just click here and it downloads the theme automatically. So here we are, we've got this sleek.zip. So extract this specific file. And I'm using JZip. You can use whatever you want to. And I just put it on my desktop. Extract to my desktop. Cool. Alright. So now you go back to your WordPress blog. We're going to install themes, but instead of searching, we're going to upload. Choose File. So basically just go to your desktop and pull this theme right here. Click Install Now. Alright, and then we just click Activate. That's going to activate the theme. Go back here, take a look. Nice. Okay, so now we've got a nice customized theme. We're going to go in here and do a bunch of stuff, but now it's all set up and ready to go. So now you've actually got a really cool theme that you can use. It's great for SEO. It's already got a lot of behind the scenes stuff that we don't have to even deal with, that normally you'd have to go and add on. It's kind of tedious. So thank you, Matt. But this is the free theme I think you should use going forward. So just go to that website. I put the link below this video. Download this theme. And then in the next video, we're going to customize this and get it all ready to rock and roll. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, friends. So I want to make this quick video here. We're really going to get into the magic of WordPress in the next video, because we're going to talk about plugins and what plugins to install, how to install them. And then I'm going to take it to the next level and show you how to configure those plugins. But really, the way WordPress works, and the reason it's so awesome, is that in the last video we created our theme. Okay, so we downloaded that theme and uploaded it to our site. So that pretty much handles all the HTML stuff, all the static page action. So you don't have to know any coding. You don't have to go in and know how to like design a page or a website. So WordPress basically cut out the web designer for this site. So we don't have to hire anybody to do that. We don't have to learn. In the next video, we're going to talk about plugins. And what plugins do is actually make your site work. Okay, so they're the cool little gadgets and widgets and things you add to your site to make it dynamic. Okay, that would usually take a programmer to know how to do that. That's a limited skill. A lot of people have to outsource their programming overseas. We don't have to do that. Not with this site, because we've got the HTML handled and we're going to have the programming handled. But in this video, there's a couple things I want you to do to your site that are just going to make it a lot more optimized. You're going to have a way better chance of ranking in the search engines and making money if you do these 2 steps first before we get into the plugins. So that's why I wanted to make this a separate video. But the first thing you need to do is you need to change your permalinks. Okay, so you need to change the way your site actually looks when people find it in Google. So the way you do that is you go to settings, you go to permalinks. Alright, so here's the default. It's going to be http fasttrafficfortune.com /? P equals 123. Awesome. That looks really cool, right? No, that looks stupid. Alright, so we don't want that. We want an actual cool permalink that uses the name of our post. Okay, so just click on post name, and now this is what's going to show up. It's going to show up as the name of your post. Okay, so whatever page ends up ranking in Google, that's what it's going to show. Okay, it looks a lot more professional, a lot more clean, and I know it sounds silly, but trust me, it makes a big difference. Okay, so go ahead and click on Save Changes, and you're good to go. Okay, so you got your permalink set up. The next thing we want to do is actually add our ping sites. Okay, so underneath this video, there's going to be a long list of sites. Okay, what's going to happen is every time you update your blog and add new content to it, it's going to alert all these sites. Okay, and it's going to increase your chances of getting ranked in Google, because all these sites are going to be alerted that you have new content, and you're basically pinging that you have new content. It's going to send more traffic your way. Okay, so that's the next thing we need to do before we get into plugins. So basically what you'll do here is go back to settings, and you're going to click on writing, the subcategory writing. Scroll down to the bottom. It says update services here. Just go ahead and delete this. You're just going to copy all the links at the bottom and just paste them right here into this update services. There's a lot. Okay, so this is something else you'd have to go do one at a time. Very tedious. WordPress sets all this up for you. Another reason we love WordPress. So hit Save Changes. Bam. Okay, you're good now. You've got your ping sites in. You've got your permalinks done. In the next video, I'm going to take you through the actual programming aspect of WordPress, show you how to download all these plugins that are going to make your site dynamic and cool and actually work, and not just some static page. So go ahead and set up your ping sites, set up your permalinks, and then we'll see you in the next video. Okay, welcome back. In this video, we're going to dive into WordPress plugins. I'm going to show you which ones you need to activate, which ones you need to install. I'm going to actually show you how to configure some of these, and then in some later videos I'll walk you through the rest of them. But basically plugins really just simplify your site. Okay, we take all the programming out of the equation. Okay, now these plugins do make your site run, they do make it dynamic, but they don't take the place of quality content, which we'll talk about in another video. But they do cool stuff, like you can add a privacy policy, you can do your add to cart. You can set up everything to where you don't have to have some programmer come in and do PHP or CSS and make all this work for you. So it's very cool. The plugins are also going to help you save time. Okay, so and like I said, you're not going to have to outsource to a programmer or a lawyer, and the time you're going to save is just going to be unbelievable. So you can focus on the more important things in your business. Most of the plugins are free. Everyone in this video is free. I'm going to talk to you about some paid ones later on that are optional. You don't absolutely need them, but they do streamline the process a little bit more. So, the way we find our plugins is we come here to plugins right here, and we see that there are a few already here. Okay, looks like the Akismet is already downloaded. Basically what this one does is it helps eliminate spam. So this one's really important. To activate this, you basically just click activate, and then you have to click this link to go get your API key. Okay, once you have your API key, you'll enter it there. It's very simple, but this is a very important plugin. Helps you eliminate spam. So definitely get that one. The next one you want is the Broken Links Remover. So the way we search for new plugins, and by the way, this one comes with like every WordPress installation, so you should already have this when you installed WordPress. If not, and actually it looks like you can update automatically to the new version. So when you do that, it automatically updates if it's not the most recent version. Okay, so the way you look for new plugins is you come here to add new. Okay, and we'll just search for plugins here. So the first one you want to get is the Broken Links Remover. Okay, and search plugins. Alright, so we see here we got the Broken Links Remover. Okay, this is automatically going to email you and let you know when links are broken on your site. Okay, so the search engines don't really like it when you have links that are going somewhere, but they're going nowhere because they're broken. Okay, so you want to have this, it'll notify you, and you can fix the problem. Okay, so it won't affect your search engine rankings when you have a broken link, because you can go in there and remove it or fix it or whatever. Sometimes this can just happen when sites change their policies or change the way they do links. So this will happen from time to time, but if you have this, you'll be safe. So basically just click install now and click activate. Cool, so that one's ready to go. The next one you want to do is go back here to add new. We want to do the contact form 7, which is going to allow you to put a contact form on your site. Alright, install now, click OK, and activate. This all happens very quick, it's very easy. And then I'm going to show you how to use the contact form 7 in another video. And once we get all our plugins downloaded, I'll show you how to get this one set up and a couple more too. So go to add new. The next one we want is the Google XML sitemap. So it's going to add a sitemap to your site. So go here to Google XML sitemaps. Here we are. Install now. Okay. And activate. Okay, and the next one we want is the Easy Privacy Policy. Okay, it looks like this one's been removed from the directory, so I'll just put a link underneath this video that you can download. Okay. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so click the link underneath this video and you can actually download this Easy Privacy Policy and upload it to your page. So once you have downloaded this, you're basically going to go to the same place here, but go to Upload and choose File, and from your desktop you'll be able to do Easy Privacy Policy zip. Just install now. Okay, so that one's uploaded. Then activate plugin. Cool. Alright, the next one you want to do is the Platinum SEO pack. Okay, so this is going to handle a lot of the SEO for you. It's going to put some broad SEO on your site, and then every individual piece of content you create, you'll be able to get ranked in the search engines with this. Okay, so this is a very important one. So go to add new. We just want to do the Platinum SEO pack. Right on. There it is. Install that one. Activator. And then the final one we want is the Search Terms Tagging 2. So go here to Search Terms Tagging 2. Search plugins. And install now Search Terms Taggings 2. So this is going to add recent searches, which is basically going to give you extra traffic. So you can read all about it on their site as well. So activate this plugin. And there you go. Okay, so now we have all the plugins on our site that we need. There are going to be some more I'm going to mention to you later that are optional, but these are the main ones we need. So let's go ahead and set up the ones that we need to set up. So like I said with Akismet, just make sure you go to this link and get your API key, and then you'll be good to go with them. So let's go ahead and configure this Platinum SEO pack first. Okay, so we'll go here, and we actually see here that there's a Platinum SEO. So click on this, and then you see here we've got 3 boxes and then a bunch of confusing stuff right here. Okay, so what we want to do is create our home title. This is what's going to show up in Google when people come to our site. So what you want to do is use your actual keyword, okay? So I believe ours was Canon S100 was the one we decided to go with. So maybe you'll say Canon S100 review. Maybe should you buy. Okay. So this home title is going to have our keyword first off, and then we want to do that same thing in the description. So we'll come in here and maybe say the Canon S100 review to help you decide blah blah blah. Okay, so you can say whatever you want here. The main point is have your keyword right here. And then you're also going to have your main keyword here again, but then you're also going to have those extra keywords that we talked about finding when we talked about doing our keyword research. Okay, so you're going to have your secondary keywords, or they're called LSI keywords as well. So right now we'll put, Canon S100, Canon S100 review, etc. Okay, so I won't put etc. here, but you get the idea. Okay, so you'll add all your keywords here. Okay, so this is really going to be critical to helping you rank in Google. Now for the description, you want to keep it to about 160 characters, so that's about 2 sentences. Okay, so don't make this too long because you want it all to show up on the page. And then down here you're going to leave everything else the same, so you don't have to mess with anything else here really. And then later on when we start adding content, we'll be able to do some more SEO to each piece of content, each post we create. But for now, it looks like everything's good. So let's go update options. Awesome. The next one we want to mess with is the search terms tagging. Okay, so let's go back to our plugins. We see SEO search terms tagging 2. So let's go down here to settings and click on SEO search terms 2. So the first thing they want you to do is register. If you register, you'll end up on their email list. They'll probably send you some relevant offers, maybe even some help with this plugin. For now, I'm just going to say no thank you because they let you. And then over here, you're going to see a bunch of nonsense, basically. So don't worry about this stuff too much. You want to change a couple things just so you're not using the exact same default settings as everybody else using this plugin. So you might want to change this to 15. Maybe come in here and change this word to, instead of incoming, maybe current. Let's see here. And then down here you'll see that the following bad words are blocked, so people can't use this or write that on your site. So everything else looks pretty good. It says 90 days here, auto cleanup. So this works for me, so I'll just save changes. Awesome. Okay, so the next one we want to tweak is the broken links remover. So down here in the settings, we'll just click on broken links remover. And it first starts out with our interval. Okay, so it's going to check every 10 days, which is fine. If you want it once a week, you could say 7 days. So also let's click this hide broken image links and change this from 2 to 5. And then you don't really need to do anything else. Just update options and you're good to go. Okay, so I went ahead and showed you how to configure a few of the plugins. We downloaded and installed the plugins that you're going to need that are free. And in future videos, I'm going to show you how to configure the rest of these. We'll go ahead and we'll take care of all the ones we didn't talk about here. So we'll set up the contact form, we'll set up the easy privacy policy, we'll set up the sitemaps, and that should do it. And then I'll show you some other cool plugins as well. So go ahead and if you haven't already done it, go through this series on WordPress, get everything set up and ready to go. Once it's set up, you won't really have to do anything else with it. It's very easy, very cool and streamlined. But go ahead and do that, and then in the next videos we're going to talk about your content that's going to go on your site. We're also going to talk about some cool SEO ninja tactics to get you ranked in the search engines and help you start making some money really quickly. So thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay, welcome back. In this video I'm actually going to talk to you about how to create high converting content for your page. Now, we already know that the keywords that we're trying to target here are already buyer keywords. So that means that we don't have to do a lot of pre-selling. People don't have to come to our site and read a lot to just decide if they're even interested in what we're talking about. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to use Amazon, and we're going to leverage the content they already have on their page to create our content. Okay, so most of what we see on Amazon are bullet points, customer reviews, product specs, things like that. Okay, so what we want to do is take this content, we're going to use it in our post, we're going to mix it up a little bit, and then we're going to do a little bit of content writing, not much at all. In fact, all you're actually going to have to write is 100 words. Okay, 100 words is not that much. Okay, that's like people send emails with more than 100 words. So all you're going to have to do is come up with 100 words that are unique, that'll go at the very beginning of your post. The rest we're going to pull from this page completely. Okay, so one requirement is that we do need around 750 words or more. Okay, anything more than 1,000 words, people will typically stop reading unless it's super interesting. So 750 words, 650 we're going to pull straight here from Amazon. It's very simple. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it using Microsoft Word, and then I'm going to show you how to create your own 100 words to lead into it and mix everything up a little bit. But the reason we want to do this is we don't want to have the exact same content as what Amazon has. We don't want Google to look at this as duplicate content. So we want to switch it up a little bit, make sure that we still get ranked in the search engines. But, you know, in internet marketing, the best thing to do is leverage what's already out there. I mean, this is straight fact-based information about this product, so we're going to use this in our review. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull up Microsoft Word. You can use Microsoft Office if you have it. Okay, that is a paid service, but it's fantastic. So if you're looking for a key investment in your business, I suggest the Microsoft Office Home Edition. It gives you PowerPoint, it gives you Word, it gives you Microsoft Excel, all great things you can use, Outlook. But if you're not ready to invest in that yet at Microsoft.com, you can go to openoffice.org, and they have free versions available that you can use as well. So the theme of this product is how to do this on a shoestring budget. Okay, we want you to be able to go out and actually make money without having to invest a lot at first. But as you do start to make money, you can always scale up and get the better software and the better hardware, and that's essentially how everyone does it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up my Microsoft Word page here. Let me see how I want to do this. Maybe I can pull it over here, and yeah, you know what? We'll just go back and forth. Perfect. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is put our title. Okay, so let's see here. Alright, so our title needs to be our keyword that we decided on. So I think we decided on Canon S100. There we go. Canon S100. Should you buy? Okay. And we'll do this. Awesome. Alright. So that's a good start. Alright, so that's going to be the title that we're going to use. And then also what we're going to do is come write our own copy, but we'll do that at the end. I'll show you how to do that. So the first thing you want to do is come down here and pull these specs, these bullet points. So just copy that. We'll come in. Let's do a 12-point font for this stuff just so we can keep it all. There we go. Nice and clean. Okay. So we've got our bullet points in. We'll give it a little more space here because we're going to do some writing here. All right. Cool. Okay, so now I want to use the product description. So we'll come down here. Got a nice description. Lots of information. Right here. So let's go ahead and copy all this. This is straight from the manufacturer. Copy, come over here. We're just going to paste all this in. Alright, so as you see here, we've already got 1,000 words. We're probably not going to have to use all this stuff, but there's a lot here that we can use, which is awesome. So we can go through here and look and see what we want to keep, what we don't. The first thing you want to do is go ahead and get rid of the images. So you just click on each image and hit delete. There's a lot of them. I don't really like this text box either. So let's cut that. Awesome. Alright, so we got a lot of words in here. Maybe we don't need everything. So maybe we don't say from the manufacturer. This is our review, not the manufacturer's. And you can leave this if you want. If you can leave this font green if it comes like that, or you can change it to black font. Now the first thing you'll notice here is this is really messy. Okay, so maybe we don't keep all this in here. Let's maybe just get rid of this part. And then remember, one little writing technique. People like things to be broken up. They love bullet points. So you don't necessarily want lots of paragraphs kind of jumbled together. So always spacing out like this makes it a lot easier to read and get through your content. Okay, so we can probably delete this. And we'll just keep all these together. Just delete that. And since we can see here that this is, it's not just formatted words, it's actually like a table that they created. So we may just want to get rid of this part since it's not formatted correctly anyway. And we don't even have to deal with changing the cells and deleting everything. So here you see sleek and serious is also sleek and serious is also a table. So maybe we just get rid of that too. That puts us at about 900 words. So we're already doing pretty well on words here. So come up here. Just leave that how it is. Come down, make sure everything's spaced out correctly. Experience the power, we can get rid of that. Alright. So one thing we may do is come in and just make sure that everything's spaced and formatted, because we're literally going to copy and paste this over to our post. So we may look at some of these paragraphs and think, you know what, this is a lot of stuff, so maybe we'll just come and delete some of this stuff out of here. Maybe we'll break up the paragraph a little bit. There we go. And remember, this is just one sample product I'm using. Like, don't go use this one with this keyword. This is just an example I'm showing you. Make sure you go and find your own stuff using the information you've learned here. So maybe we'll just start moving stuff around. Sometimes the manufacturer and the product description, whoever writes the product description, breaks it up better than this one's already broken up. So sometimes you don't have to do all this. You may just want to find one that's already formatted really well. But come down here. We see this. Break this up. Just make it easier to read. Alright. And you can actually go through and decide exactly what you want to get rid of, what you want to keep. But, you know, it's not like I didn't even read all this to see what was the best stuff to keep and what was the best stuff to get rid of. But I just wanted it to look good. Okay, it's readable. Everything's kind of streamlined here, you can see. The next thing we want to do is, in order to make sure that this isn't treated as duplicate content, we just want to maybe cut this out and then paste it somewhere else in the article. So here maybe we'd come down and we'd paste it right here. Awesome. So now we have something a little bit different. Things are starting to come together for us. And the last thing we want to do is go get some reviews. Okay, so we'll come down here. Maybe we'll create a new thing here called copy, paste. We'll just call this customer reviews. Alright, and then we'll come down and grab one of these customer reviews here. Okay, that's a big one. That's a big review. Wow. Okay, maybe we don't need... Let's do this one. Let's do the positive one. Maybe we'll just come through here and we'll just copy a little bit of this stuff. We don't need like a ton of reviews, but we can do maybe this one. We'll do change the font out. Get back to our same font. This is Arial. This is, we want the fonts to all be the same, so for that Verdana. And then come down here. Maybe we'll do another one if we want to. I mean, we don't have to. Obviously, we see we're at 864, but we really don't have that many reviews. So maybe we'll and remember, you want positive reviews. Don't take negative reviews. So if somebody's knocking the camera, obviously that's not what you want to put if you're trying to sell it. So maybe this is a good one. It's nice and short and sweet. Copy this, paste here. We're down at 12 point. We're still at the same. All right, good. And maybe we want to do a bullet point to separate these. Okay. There we go. Cool. Perfect. All right. Okay, so we've got our content here from Amazon. We've utilized and leveraged all the great content that's already there promoting our product. The last thing we want to do before we transfer this over to our blog is we actually want to write our own 100-word copy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pause this video. I'm going to come back. I'm going to show you what I've written, and then we'll go over a few specs for that, and then we'll move on to adding this to our site. Okay, so I've added my first few words of copy here. This is about 100 words. 115 words. Okay, so that's basically what you want to have at the very beginning. You want to make sure your keyword is used at the very beginning, just like it is in the title here. Make sure you use your keyword, and then just fill in the gaps. If you've got, I have 970 words now, so obviously I have more than I'm telling you that you need. But if you have 650 words, just make sure those first 100 words get you to 750 minimum, and you'll be good to go. So here's what I've written. Nothing fancy, nothing special. I didn't have to outsource this to like a really brilliant copywriter. It's just something to kind of, start out, introduce the product, and then the rest of the content that we've brought over from Amazon really takes care of it for us. So, if you haven't used the Canon S100, then you truly don't know what you're missing. For years, Canon's been producing quality products affordably that have helped people capture those special moments in their lives. So in this review, I'm going to specifically show you how and what this model does and has so that nothing is left out and you know exactly what it is that you're getting with this product. So take a look at these specs. They're crazy good for what you're getting in this camera at a ridiculously low price. Whether you're an experienced photographer or just starting out, I guarantee you'll love this camera. Okay, so that's just a little introductory 100 words. It's different. Nobody else is going to have this. I've written this, so you know you're not at risk of duplicate content. Google's going to essentially recognize and study these first 100 words more than anything else. Okay, they'll scan the rest of the document, and that's why we switched things up a little bit. We deleted some stuff, but this is really what's looked at. Okay, so you make sure the keyword's there. Make sure this is unique. We've got all of our content. So now what we're going to do is go over to WordPress, and we're going to add this to our site. We're going to create our first post. Okay, so here we are back at our WordPress dashboard. The first thing we want to do is go to Pages, and we're just going to add a new page. So come down here to Add New, and then let's open this up all the way. Okay, so we want to click this button right here, and we want to show the kitchen sink. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to use this Word button, and we're going to paste from Word. Okay, so what we want to do is go back to Microsoft Word. We're going to highlight all this. You can actually just click on this and hit Control A, and that'll highlight everything. And then you can just right click and copy. That's all you got to do. So come here to Word, paste from Word. We're going to paste here. Alright, and insert. Fantastic. Alright. So it looks like one thing it did is it double spaced. So you'll just want to go through, line everything up, and just make sure that there's not like extra spaces that you don't really need. Okay, you want to have spacing in between thoughts, but you don't necessarily need too much white space. So we got our post. Let's go ahead and take this title out. That's not what we want. Bring this all the way to the top. Alright, then we want to add our title. So come here, add this, paste. So from here we'll go ahead and hit publish, and we can view our page, and here it is. Alright, so cool title, everything looks good, nice and spaced correctly, lots of content. Customer review looks a little shaky, so we'll need to go back in and fix that. Like I said, don't worry about the customer review being as formatted, because we almost want it to look, you know what, let's forget the bullet points for now. This is not high leverage for us to be spending too much time on this. We'll just space it out enough to where it's obvious that they're different reviews. That works. Okay, so we'll come back. Let's update. We'll refresh the page and we'll be able to see. There we go. That looks fine. Okay. Got an extra space there, but that makes it obvious. Got our title. Okay. So now we want to add an image to this, so we'll go back to our product page. So we're going to save image as. Save it to our desktop. We can come here, we're going to click on Upload Insert, and make sure that your cursor is right there in the front of the first paragraph. Come here to From Computer. Alright. And we'll come here. Let's make the title the keyword. So just make sure you click None here. We'll go back and put our affiliate URL in here later. The alignment's left, and we'll choose a medium size, and we'll insert into post. Cool. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and update this and take a look at it. We want to make sure that everything's lined up and looks good. Okay, so we see here how the camera is actually interfering with the bullet points. We don't want that. So what we're going to do is come back here to edit page. And then we're going to do a smaller zoom. So let's try 70%. Awesome, perfect. Okay, so it's perfectly aligned with the first piece of content I wrote, and then we've got our bullet points under it and everything else, so looks good. Okay, so that's how I want it to look. Okay, and the final thing we need to do is make this post our home page. Okay, so everything looks good here. So let's go back to our dashboard. Let's go to settings and reading. Our front page is going to display, right now it's set to your latest post. Let's do a static page, and front page is this: Canon S100 review, should you buy? And click Save Changes. Alright, so now whenever you go to fasttrafficfortune.com, so we see here everything's good except the site title is missing. So what we want to do is go back here to WordPress. We want to go to settings in general. We want to add our site title here. Okay, so in this case it's actually going to be the Canon S100 review, should you buy? And maybe underneath you can say pros and cons of the Canon S100. So you've got our keyword in there too. And then save changes. And we'll come back here, refresh, bam. Alright, so now we've got our site title here. This will just always be the same, and then it looks like a straight review site. Okay, so somebody's going to read this, they're going to see this. All the content's pulled from Amazon except our original review. Everything looks nice and clean. In the next video I'm going to show you exactly how to tighten up this site, add a couple more of the configure a few more of the plugins that we added, and then we'll go on to actually driving some traffic and turning this into a sales page where people can buy. So thanks again for watching this video. This one was a little longer, but I wanted to make sure you had this part right because this is probably one of the most important components of creating your Amazon affiliate sales site and making lots of money. So thanks again. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, welcome back. In this video we're going to go over a few different things you need to add to your site. Utilize some of the plugins we downloaded earlier to really just polish up your site, make it nice and legal, add the things that Amazon requires as an affiliate, and you're going to be good to go. So the first thing we're going to add is our privacy policy. So you want to go down here to settings, and you just want to click on easy privacy policy. Alright, so I've already filled in this information, but the first thing you're going to want to fill in is your actual website's address. Okay, so mine is, for this example, it's fasttrafficfortunes.com. It's fasttrafficfortune.com. And basically you want to capitalize each letter, even the .com just makes it look a little bit more professional. And then for your @email, basically this is going to tell people where to email you to contact you. So we've downloaded a contact form plugin earlier that I'm going to show you how to use next. But the way we're going to actually show this here is you're going to just do an open HTML tag. So it's going to be triangle bracket A space href equals, and then you're going to put the site or page reference in quotes. So our page is going to be contact us. Okay, so if we write it like this, it's going to know that we're talking about our page here, our site. So it's going to be quote / contact - us, then close the quotes, and then close the bracket. Okay, so we've closed the whole reference bracket, and then just write contact us right here. So that's what people are actually going to see. It's going to be the clickable link, and then you'll close out the whole thing with another bracket and then a / a close. Okay, so that's just a little bit of HTML, not that big of a deal, but it's going to help you reference your contact page. Then everything down here you want to be checked. Okay, so just make sure every box is checked. Okay, and then come down here. You want to include a last updated date stamp. That's great. And then down here, this is an outgoing link to the Easy Privacy plugin. Normally, maybe it would be a good idea to give them credit, but we're trying to rank in the search engine, so the fewest outgoing links, the better. In fact, 0 outgoing links is really what we want. So let's leave that unchecked, and then let's go up here. Then we'll click here on Create Privacy Page. And then we can go check out our page over at Pages. We see it's here. Just click View. Awesome. So now we have our privacy policy set up. We're nice and legal. We're in good shape. And then down here at the bottom, they can contact us by clicking this, and it's going to take them to our contact form that we're going to create next. So now we're going to add our contact form. So the good thing about the contact form is it allows people to contact us and send us a customer support kind of question or comment without actually having to give out our email address to the mass public. Okay, so what you can do is just go here to Contact. We've already downloaded the plugin, and here you see Contact Form 1. I'm just going to open this up. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that the email is correct on here. So when I set up my WordPress, maybe I set up something like that, and then now whenever someone fills out this form, it'll come straight to this email, and I'll be able to respond however I need to. And then here you can see that we've got this short code. We're going to copy this, and then we're going to create a page and just throw this code in there, and it's going to completely create our contact form. So this is really cool. So everything is already set up for you. You don't really have to do anything. It's very simple, but it's going to add a huge amount of professionalism to your site. So here you come back to Pages. Just go to Add New. And here you're going to paste in the shortcode that you just copied from the contact form. And then you're going to make your title the same as we referenced in the privacy policy. So when people click on that link, it actually takes them to the right place. So all you have to do is type in Contact Us. And you see it automatically adds that /contact-us. Okay, so that means it's going to go to the right place. And then we just come here to Publish. Awesome. So now we can go to View Page, and here's our contact form. Okay, so we still got our title here, and then Contact Us. They put their name, email, subject, and a message, and click Send, and it's going to come right to us, and we can respond accordingly. But it kind of gives them a way to contact customer support without you actually having to give out your name and email. Plus, this is like really cool and professional, so I really like this plugin. And then if you want to go back to your privacy plugin, go to your privacy policy here. You can scroll down to the bottom and see if this actually works. And it should take them right to the contact form within the site. So that does work. So fantastic. Okay, so the next thing we want to create is an About Me page. And the reason we want to do this is because people typically like to buy from someone they know, like, and trust. Okay, so if you're putting up this review page, I mean, the content's going to be great. I mean, we pulled it from Amazon. We wrote our own little bit. But you also want to have something that people can visit and look at you and see that you're a real person and that you actually, you know, kind of have their best interests in mind. And maybe you just put up this review site because you wanted to help people. Okay, so this isn't just a sales page. This is really just something that you threw together because you wanted to help people make the right decision. So I'll show you exactly how we do this. Basically, what you're going to do is go to Pages and Add New. Here you can just go to the title and maybe write About Me. And then I also created some content before this video that I'll go ahead and throw in, and then we'll break it down. So hey, Nick Lewis here. I've been a photography enthusiast for a long time. Let's see. And then when I first started out, I had absolutely no idea where to start when it came to purchasing camera equipment. You know, I tried many different cameras and found that a lot of them weren't a match for me. Some were too bulky or complicated, some were super simple but took horrible pictures. So I wanted something in the middle that was easy to use and portable, but took beautiful pictures my wife and I could enjoy for a lifetime. So I know the pain of having to buy products and use them before you know if they're a good fit, which is why I created this site to recommend a camera I found that worked incredibly for me. How about incredibly well? Alright, and then the Canon S100, so we got the keyword in the About page, is the best camera I found on the market to suit my needs. I take this thing everywhere, and the picture quality is amazing. Little explanation point. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to say hello on my Contact Us page. So basically what you would do is just, I wrote Contact Us, but just highlight this, and then go to link here, and then erase the HTTP, put a / contact dash us. You just close it out and add link. Okay, so now we've got a clickable link that'll take us right to the contact page that we created, and then you can do kind of a salutation here. So, you know, I don't know if this is something that people say that do photography, but maybe happy shooting, and then Nick. Okay, so I mean, at this point, you know, basically all we're doing is we're introducing ourselves and we're letting people know why we did this in the first place. Okay, so this kind of puts people at ease. They know, okay, this is a guy that got into photography. He, you know, wasn't sure what to buy. He tried a few things out. Now he's got some, you know, relevant feedback to give us, and that just helps people to trust us. Okay, so one thing that you may do when you write this is actually, you know, do some research on your market and exactly what they're looking for. Okay, so if I asked, you know, 20 people that were interested in this market, you know, what was your biggest frustration? And they told me that, you know, they wanted to find a camera that took really good pictures but wasn't too bulky or complicated. Then that's exactly what I would say right here. You know, some were too bulky or complicated, some were super simple but took horrible pictures. So you see, I'm basically speaking the language of my market. Now, I actually didn't do market research for this example, so don't just take this and use it because I don't know if it's actually relevant, but that's just, you know, for me as somebody who's not really a photographer, I mean, I've owned a camera, but these are some of the things that I would think if I was first starting out. So, you know, you want it to be relevant to your market, so it may be worth it to go do a little extra research. Keep in mind that most people that are coming here already know exactly what they're searching for. Okay, so they're searching for this camera specifically, so we've already pretty much narrowed down our buyer. We don't really have to do a lot of selling, but it's just a thought. You can do it if you want. If not, and then obviously knowing the lingo of the business you're trying to create would help to, like happy shooting. I don't really know if people say that, but hey, it looks kind of cool, so maybe they do. I don't know, but you know, figure that stuff out. But really, the main point is just to introduce yourself, and so you're not just some faceless marketer. So what you can also do is you can throw a picture in of you if you'd like to. I'm not going to for this example. I mean, it's not necessary. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. So if you've got a nice, you know, neutral picture you want to throw in of you, then by all means do that as well. So here we'll just go publish, and then you go to view page, and here's my about me page. Okay, so everything looks good. Paragraphs are nice and spaced out so people can actually just read it. It's almost like a bullet point. Got my keyword, contact us. Takes them right to our form. Fantastic. And everything looks good. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is how to add your disclaimer. So everybody that's an affiliate with Amazon is required by Amazon to have a disclaimer in their website. Okay, so it's got to be site-wide. You've got to be able to see it on that home page. Okay, so or every page that you go to. So the disclaimer is pretty simple. It's nothing complicated. It's just that yoursite.com is a participant in the Amazon Services LLC Associates program, an affiliate advertising program designed to provide a means for sites to earn advertising fees by advertising and linking to Amazon.com. So all you have to do is have this on your site. Okay, so what we do is just copy this and just do, and we're just going to throw it on our sidebar. So basically the way you do that is go to Appearance, Widgets. Let's add this text widget. Let's paste in Now obviously we're going to change this on my site to Fast Traffic Fortune, but you can change it to your site. Just don't leave it, don't leave it yoursite.com, obviously. And the title can just be disclaimer, okay? And then save. So you'll come back here to our site, and we see here there's a disclaimer right here on the sidebar. Pretty simple. You can add other widgets too as well, but these are the ones that you have to have a disclaimer on here. You can also put this in your footer, but that takes some PHP expertise, so for the purposes of this video that's a little bit more complicated and out of scope. But if you want to research how to put a disclaimer in the footer, then you can by all means do that. It's not too hard, but it's doable. But this is the easiest way to show you how to do it here. So basically, we've got our privacy policy, we've got our contact us page, we've got our about me page, and then we've got our disclaimer. So now our site is wrapped up. We're in really good shape. In the next few videos, I'm going to show you how to actually bring some traffic to your site through the search engines. We're also going to talk about how to monetize your site, put some buy now buttons here, and get it ready for people to actually buy and make you some affiliate commissions. So thanks again for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay, welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about SEO and optimizing your site for the search engines. Now, we've already done a good deal of this with the Platinum SEO plugin, but there's just a few things that we want to go ahead and double check and make sure are done because we want to get the most traffic possible. So the first thing you want to do is click down here on Platinum SEO and just make sure your home title is here with the keyword right there at the beginning, the home description keyword right here in the beginning. Make sure we've got our keyword here in the home keywords, comma separated, and then an LSI keyword as well. Okay, so we want to have that additional keyword too, and you can put multiple keywords in there as well. So if everything looks good, come down here, update, and then we want to go to settings. We want to go to general. Okay, so we've got our keyword here, the site title. Okay, so this is the title that's always going to be on the site. Pros and cons. This one can have the keyword in it if you want to. It doesn't have to. I put it in for this purpose. And everything looks good. Alright, so save changes here. Then we want to go to appearance and go to widgets. Okay, so here we want to update our sidebar a little bit. We've already got our disclaimer. We've got a search bar there. Something else we want to put in is our pages. So put pages in there. And for the title, just do your keyword. So for this one, it'd be Canon S100 pages. Okay, so now we've got our keyword in the title of the sidebar, which is one of the qualifications that we need to meet for SEO. And then we can also add in our recent search terms. So this is one of the plugins that we uploaded to the site. This is a really good one. Basically what this is going to do, and I'll show you, is it's going to show the recent search terms that people use to find our site, which is going to give us all kinds of ideas for ranking as well. So it's going to just get us more and more keyword search terms. Okay, so here we'll just save, and we'll save here too. And then we'll go back and we'll look at our site. Okay, so we've got our search bar here. We've got our Canon S100 pages. So that looks pretty cool. It's got all the pages in our site. Recent search terms. This is blank now, but it will show up later on. And then we've got our disclaimer as well. Okay, so everything is coming together pretty nicely. So something else you want to think about, and I'll put a little cheat sheet underneath this video, but you want to make sure your keyword is in your first sentence of your first paragraph and make it bold. So let's go back here and let's just make sure that we meet some of these qualifications. So let's come down here, edit our post, and let's see here. If you haven't used the Canon S100, so what we would do is we come in here, you just hit Control B, make that bold. Okay, so that's number one. So update that. You want to make sure your keyword is in the H1 tag somewhere in your page, and actually WordPress does this automatically in the title, so you're good to go on that. Then you want to use an image and make the alt tag the keyword, which we already did here. We already made the alternate text, Canon S100, so that was already a keyword we did. Okay. You also want to make a clickable link using the keyword as an anchor. So let's go through here and find a place we can just put our keyword in and then have a clickable link, which basically we can send right back to this same page. It'll take us back to the top of the page where they'll see the buy button, which I'll show you how to put in the next video. So let's just find a place here where we could throw it in. So the camera, instead of saying the camera, we can say the Canon S100. Since that's our keyword, we'll go ahead and put a little link here where if we want to go to the same page of the site, we'll just do that. The title can be Canon S100 as well, and we'll go add link. We'll update that. Let's take a look. So on our page here, the Canon S100 just takes us right back to the top of the page. We're going to have a buy button here, so people will be able to go right back basically to the buy button. And it's just something you want to do for the search engines, is make sure you have a clickable link. And then the next thing we want to do is let's go back to our article, and we want to make sure that we have our keyword also in the very last paragraph, and we need to put it in italic. So here we could just go here and say this says put this little number in your pocket. How about, let's just say, let's make it italic, Canon S100 in your pocket, and rest assured. So basically now we've got our keyword in the very final paragraph as well in italic. And then you also want to make sure you correctly insert your meta keywords into your page meta title and meta description. Okay, so if you scroll down here, you'll see here that we've got the title. Okay, so that's already in there. And then you have your meta description as well. Okay, so here in the meta description, this is what is going to show up for this individual page for Google. Okay, so you can go ahead and type a little description here. So we would just say the pros and cons of using the Canon S100. Okay, so that's a pretty good description. Learn the pros and cons of using the Canon S100. And then down here, your keywords, we'd say Canon S100, comma, Canon, S100 review, etc. Okay, and then down here, we just say update. And then you also want to make sure that your keyword density is 3% sprinkled throughout the page. Okay, so that just means that 3% of every piece of content you have, every word, 3% of that needs to be a keyword. Okay, so don't forget you have keywords in your side title, you've got keywords in the H1 tag, so all of your words combined, for every 100 words, 3% need to be a keyword. Okay, so you can go through and add those keywords. Don't overdo it. You don't want to look like you're keyword stuffing, but it's pretty simple. I'm not going to go through that whole process here, but basically you just go through and just add the keyword kind of like we did here and here, and just make it non-assuming. Okay, don't make it super obvious that there's just this keyword shows up everywhere. I mean, it's already bold up here, it's in the title, so we've actually already got it a lot in here. Okay, so you're not going to have to add that many more. Just make sure it's not really that much more than 3%, and you should be good to go. You can update, and you can check out the page, and voila, the page looks good. We've got our clickable link. We've got our keyword in italics at the bottom. Got our keyword in the title, keyword in the sidebar title, and we are good to go. Okay, so the final thing we're going to do is we're going to turn this into a buy page where people can actually buy. Okay, so we're going to do the final piece for this page, and then you're going to be all set up and ready to go and rock and roll and make lots of cash. So thanks for watching this video. Go ahead and get your site optimized I'll put this little cheat sheet underneath the video so you can reference it, and I'll see you in the next video. Welcome back. In this final video, I'm going to walk you through the monetization process. I'm going to show you how to sign up for your Amazon Associates affiliate account, as well as add a couple more buy features to your website that will allow people to come to your website and actually buy and make you money. So the first thing you need to do is you need to sign up for your Amazon Associates account. So you'll just go here to join now for free on the, let's go back here, it's affiliate-program.amazon.com. We'll put a link underneath this video. Join now for free, and here you'll come in, put your email address in, and say I'm a new customer if you're not already a customer, and then sign in using our secure server. Okay, so you'll walk through the sign up process. You're going to give them the domain that you've already created as your website. Okay, now when you sign up, you should get accepted pretty quickly. They say it can take 1 to 3 business days, but since you already have a website and it's already pretty much optimized and it already meets all the requirements, it'll probably happen pretty fast for you. So now from our actual product page, now that we're logged in as our affiliate account, we can basically go up here to link to this page. We'll see this pop up once we're logged in and refresh. And here you'll see your unique ID here. Just click on text only. And then you want to highlight everything inside the quotations. So HTTP all the way till the ending quote. So highlight that and copy. Okay, so that's our unique affiliate URL that we're going to add to our page. So when people click on it, they go back to our sales page, but we get the commission. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go back to our site, go to Pages, and click Edit on the Canon S100 review. So we need a place to put our actual affiliate ID. So first thing we want to do is actually create a buy now button, okay, or just a buy now link. So what you can do is essentially come here, type in 2 equal signs, then a triangle, and then click here to get the deal, and then close, and just like that. Okay, so what we want to do is go ahead and highlight this completely. We want to center it, and then we want to make this a heading 2. Bam. Then we want to go in to this link, and we basically want to type in the link. Okay, so that's our affiliate URL. We gotta also come here to title and put in our keyword, and then we can click to open link in a new window tab. Okay, the reason we want to do that is if somebody ends up clicking this link and they go to our buy page, but then they get distracted or sucked into Amazon, you know, if they end up getting lost and not buying, our website will still show up on their browser. Okay, also we want to do this because the longer people are on your page, the more that Google will recognize that people are coming to your page and sticking around. Okay, so we don't want people leaving our page just because they're going to buy something. So we'll click here on Add Link. Okay, we'll update, and then let's take a look. Cool, looks pretty good. Alright, so it's right there on the front. They can click here to get the deal, and that'll take them right to our buy page with our affiliate link already included. Awesome. Okay, so now we just want to rinse and repeat. We want to do this one more time. So how about we go back to our page. Let's copy this. And let's come down here maybe to the very bottom. Let's add it again. Right here. Paste. Make sure we center it. Make sure the link's in. Yep, already in. Same title. And update. Let's check it out. Fantastic. Alright, so now we've got 2 good links in. We also want to put our affiliate URL right here as well. Okay? So let's make sure we have it. Copy. Let's go back in. Sorry. Let's find that highlighted URL. There it is. And let's add it to this as well. Actually, you know what? Let's leave this one because we want this to go to a page. Let's leave that for SEO purposes, and let's find another keyword that we want to go. How about this? Let's say this. I guarantee you'll love the Canon S100. Alright. So why don't we take this and we'll make that a clickable link. Okay, so we'll add our URL here, paste that, Canon S100, open a new link, add it, bam, done. Okay, so now there's a place they can click here. They can also click here. Awesome. Okay, so we're all good to go. Alright, so let's update that. And the last thing we want to do is we want to add a banner to our actual sidebar. Okay, so let's go back. Let's actually go to the affiliates page, and it's going to be affiliate-program.amazon.com. Once you're logged in, it'll automatically take you here, and just click on links and banners and banner links. Okay, so our sidebar is about 250 pixels wide. Okay, so anything wider than that won't look very good. So what we can do is we can come here to up here at the top, we can choose electronics, and it'll just give us broad electronics. We can see here that this one's 300 by 250, so that's too wide. So we want to find something that's 250 width or less. Okay, so this one's 234 by 60. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so we can take this whole deal right here, just copy this iframe code, come back to your page, go to Appearance and Widgets, and then just take one of these text boxes here that says text and drag it up to the top. Let's paste, save, drag this up to the top, and let's go check it out. Awesome. So we've got a nice affiliate banner here as well, so people can actually click on this, because what's going to happen is right now you're getting specific traffic because of your keyword, but eventually you'll start getting more and more people coming to your site based on other keywords that they're searching for. So it won't necessarily be just for this keyword. They may be interested in other products, other services that Amazon could provide. So we include this here to give them somewhere to go that's also going to just take them to the main site, and it's today's deals in electronics. So it's still somewhat related to what we're trying to sell, but it's basically, you know, just more of a wide variety to give you more chances to buy. So basically we're covering both types of customers, so everybody's included here. And then what we can also do is go and look for other types of deals and stuff and banners through the different categories. Okay, just make sure you don't go any wider than 250. If you can find something that's 250 by 250, that looks pretty sharp, but anything wider than 250 is not good. If you want something to go a little bit like longer down the page, maybe to keep this disclaimer not above the fold, I don't know, you can do that as well. But just make sure that you have at least one clickable link above the fold, which is above the area people can see on their monitor, and then at least one banner above the fold as well, and you'll be good to go. So thanks again for watching this video. You should now have everything you need to have an Amazon affiliate site that people can come to and buy your products. It's all set up. Okay, we're completely buy ready. You know, no matter if they go to this link or this link, you're setting it up with your affiliate account. We've got everything done that we need. The site looks really sharp now. You've met all of Amazon's requirements, and now it's just time to, you know, get traffic to your site and start making some cash. So I guarantee you're going to have a lot of success if you do this right and set all this up the way I've shown you here in these videos. But thanks again for watching this video. Good luck, and we'll talk soon.